tragedy like that, man.
What'd you call it? Tragedy?
Yeah. Tragedy. I got this cough, man, so I'm sucking on one of those.
Yes. Did you ever watch that show 90 Days something? 90 Days.
Oh, 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah.
Ever watch that?
For the crazy people that can't find people
I don't think
where they
it's
live in America and stuff, man.
I don't think it's real.
You don't think it's real, right?
No.
Why? What makes you think that's not real? Because I think they call it the K1 visa.
Well,
K1 visa.
Yeah,
when
those are real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it has to be.
There's no way these producers can find people all around the world in the same, you know what I mean? In that kind of top. Like, I don't know, dude. I just don't see it.
So you don't see
young guys. I don't see these young guys going with these fat. Oh, wrong word. Whatever. These like older.
Well, listen.
Out of shape women, and even vice versa.
And some of them, listen. Some of the
hot ass women. With
some of the women and some of the men,
short, no neck guys
are crazy. There's this one lady, man. I think she went to Africa, and the guy,
the big white blonde.
Yeah. She went to Africa. I met this kid, and he just kept talking about the president, man. He wants to meet the president. Trump. He wants to meet Trump. That's what he kept saying. I think the lady's name is Andrea, from what I remember. And I just don't remember. Angela, there you go. Angela. Yeah.
He wants to meet the president.
Listen, that lady's crazy, bro. Don't be calling her names, man. She's gonna show up over here and look for you. And I'll fucking point her right to your goddamn house.
He wants to meet the president?
I'll take her. I'll stream that shit live. Like, Angela, GK lives right here. Go knock on that motherfucker's door.
Anyway, I don't think it's real. There's no way.
I'm telling you.
Spanish girls with like nerdy dudes.
Can I tell you why?
With no money also. Living at home.
Right. Let me put it this way.
Living at home.
It's a show, so it's probably a little bit far-fetched. I don't think anything is rehearsed or written down.
No, but they're all fake.
All right, but here's what I think. I think that a lot of the people, regardless of the show, that do this probably just want to come to the country. If it's for love,
I think it's just.
I think
that's one of the highest rated, viewed shows in the last maybe year, 6 months.
Because it's crazy, man.
Because
people
it's too fake looking.
Listen,
too fake.
No. What about the other one where the people write into the jail guys or girls?
I think that's real.
Oh man,
I think that's real.
And let me tell you something.
Those are real jail people.
The one,
they're not acting.
They're really exactly.
Sorry.
They ain't go nowhere. Right?
I think it's real.
But what about the guys on both shows that send crazy amounts of money, even women, to these people?
What's this now? 90 Days Fiancé?
Well, 90 Day Fiancé. They had that the gentleman that was going after the Ukraine girl.
Oh yes.
And he was sending
the nail tech.
Is he a nail tech?
The nail tech, the black guy.
Okay, yeah.
The nail tech.
The nail tech. Okay.
Yeah.
He was sending money beyond money.
Yeah, I think that's kind of real.
But listen, here's what I don't understand. Find them. Here's what I don't understand. If you have that kind of love for somebody, and you know that they're not coming for you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're sending. He probably sent, I want to say $50,000 out there. Maybe even more.
I don't remember.
Maybe even more. And then they had the girl on the TV.
I think 20,000, 50. Yeah.
Well, they had her on the TV, and then you see this guy
in the reunion.
Yeah. Listen, don't get me wrong. This guy had I think either a friend or a coworker, a very pretty girl, and the girl definitely looked
Asian
like.
Girl, I think.
I don't know where she was, but I think she looked like that she was kind of into him. And I know she felt really, really, really bad that he was actually doing what he was doing. And I
think she just works him. She ain't into him, bro. That dude's corny.
Whatever it is, but
that dude's nerdy, man. Bad.
Yes and no, but hear me out. I think he was looking for love, and he tried finding it, and he tried paying for it. But I really think that he wasted all his time and money on this one chick or girl, whatever she is, out of the Ukraine. And people were telling him. That's the worst. People were telling him.
That's supposed to be red?
Yeah.
Oh. Just want to make sure. People are telling him. I know.
People are telling him what's going on.
Even the white guy, pretty jack guy, right?
Yeah, the jack guy.
The guy's like,
he was actually really nice. Yeah. He was trying to tell him, man. Because that guy looks like he goes out there and gets some tail. So he was trying to tell him, listen, this is what it was. And
it was around that episode.
He just wasn't hearing it, man. He wasn't hearing it, and I felt bad for the guy. But then you kind of think on the other side. You're like, you know what?
That I knew
Fuck
this is weird.
But how many times are you going to tell somebody, man? That's like if you were doing that shit and you weren't listening to me. I'd be like, you know what, George? Man. You made your fucking bed. Now you got to sleep in it. That's it.
Yeah, no, I don't get sucker. Believe it or not, I think my buddy Jose got catfished.
Well, catfish is when you
Yeah, I know
you
it
think
is.
you're talking to a smoking hot person, and then you go to meet them, and you're
Anyway,
like, oh,
for like a
like,
year or
what
so,
happened?
he was telling us about this guy he met in Miami. Anyway, long story short, you know, he even showed the girls and us like that when they FaceTime each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Good looking guy, but you know, like that typical, you know, short hair, you know, that bullshit.
Like Versace kind of stuff.
Anyway, yeah, but and he went to Miami or whatever. He went to Florida.
Oh, he actually went to Miami.
Oh yeah, yeah, and the guy didn't show up. He said his grandmother got sick.
Oh,
Sahar
yeah,
told him straight up, like
that's a catfish, man.
Sahar goes, you think maybe it was catfish? She said that. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh my god. But she brought it up to him. I never brought that up to him.
But can I say something to you?
Dude.
If you go out there,
He did.
you waste your time, you waste your money, and you go out there to meet somebody, and they don't show up the entire time you're there. Let's say he's there for a week, and they don't show up for a week, even if his grandmother was fucked up. He could have been like, you know what, listen, I really want to see you. My grandmother's at this hospital. Come over. We can meet in the lobby or whatever. You know what I mean? And if you're a good person, meeting him in the lobby, you give him a hug. You know what I mean? Tell him, you know, whoever you're meeting, you can feel for them because somebody is you know, in the hospital. Maybe the grandma was passing away.
Anyway,
Who knows?
Who cares? It's not our business. But I think you got.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not our business. It's not our business.
He's not admitting it
to a certain extent. If somebody asks me,
I know him. That's why.
But what I'm saying is, if somebody asks me what's going on, and I help them out and I tell them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then after that, it's on you. If I try to tell you what's what, and you tell me something different, or you just want to be completely clueless, I walk away. I'm like, listen, I showed you the door. It's your choice to open it or leave it closed. That's it.
Do you watch that 90-degree, whatever that is?
Yeah, my wife watches it, man. So, quality time, man. We go upstairs, we watch it sometimes.
Okay,
and
I know a lot of people that watch it, and it's like,
oh, dude,
people make fun of it, but it's like somebody's watching.
Well, the one girl that married the Spanish dude, the
one that became
gentleman.
blonde. She does pillow talk now.
No,
the one white guy married the Spanish girl.
That's Paula. That's the Colombian girl.
Okay.
Now I believe that was completely real.
But I never seen
and I believe that was love, and they even
I
had a kid together.
I never even seen that.
But look at me, man. I'm talking too much about this stuff. But
you're addicted to it.
I'm addicted, man. That's it. You know, it's like reality TV, and I try not to be.
You watch the New Jersey stuff too?
What, the Jersey Shore stuff? The Housewives? No. I'm not into the Housewives.
I don't watch that.
I'm not into the Housewives. I don't care. I see them maybe at a restaurant here or there. I don't even care.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
I stopped watching that 09.
I think that is a little far-fetched.
And then Anna made me start watching it, meaning because she had it on DVR. Right now, 5 years. And I'm like, I'm not watching this. I was addicted to the Atlanta Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know why.
Maybe it was...
Dude, it was like, I don't know why. What annoyed me the most was that blonde lady, the fucking whitest of them all.
What about the little people?
You know who I'm talking about? Oh, the show Little People?
Well, not the show Little People. I'm saying the show with
the little people.
The little people that had wives and stuff.
No.
It was kind of like Housewives, but it was the little ladies, and they would all argue and beef with each other.
It's called Little People.
I don't think it's called Little People.
No. I only know I know the one that's called Little People, I think, or Little something. The husband that adopted the Chinese kids.
Oh yeah, that's something. The doctor, yeah. Then the wife, where they adopted the two kids.
She's a doctor.
Yes. I believe both kids are from Asia. I believe one kid is from India, Asia.
Yes.
And the other kid, I think, is maybe Korean. I don't think they're Chinese or Japanese or anything.
Indian.
Yeah. The Indian girl, and then the.
I watched that for a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, before I had kids, I watched it for a while. I watched it for like 2 years, a year, and then I don't know, man. I just get bored of that shit. Enough's enough.
Now, you know what it is?
How little we're gonna talk about?
No. You know what it is?
Can't.
You have kids, and you.
No, I stopped watching it years before.
Because I was gonna say I stopped watching a lot of stuff because kids are always watching cartoons, man.
No, I get bored of them. I can't start it.
If you like this video, click subscribe and the notification bell to get notified of future videos.